Can you actually use essential oils in car diffusers, or do you have to stick with fragrance oils? It's one of the biggest debates in the fragrance world, and today I'm breaking it all down. Performance, safety, longevity, and cost. And trust me, the truth might surprise you. If you're new here, I'm Dominique, the founder of Zovia Fragrances, and I've built a fragrance business that sells candles, room sprays, and car diffusers. And car diffusers have actually become one of my best sellers, sometimes even outselling candles at vendor fairs and online. Now, I've personally built my line using fragrance oils, but I know a lot of makers wonder about essential oils. So I've done the research, and in this video, I'll break down the facts: performance, safety, longevity, and cost. So you can decide what's best for your business. So, how do essential oils actually perform in car diffusers compared to fragrance oils? The answer isn't as simple as you'd think. Each has its strengths, weaknesses, and even different customer expectations. And knowing the difference can save you a lot of trial and error. So, let's start with diffusion. Essential oils are completely natural, but some can be thicker and don't always wick evenly throughout the wooden cap. So that means the scent may come out patchy or fade quicker than you'd like. Fragrance oils, on the other hand, are engineered for performance. They're designed to soak into the wood and release a strong, steady scent throw. But here's the key: whether you're using essential oils or fragrance oils, neither works well at full strength. You need a proper diffuser base to help thin the oil, help it wick, and make the scent last. Now let's talk about strength and longevity. Fragrance oils are usually the heavy hitters. They're formulated to be bold, balanced, and long-lasting. Customers who want that luxury candle intensity will notice the difference. Essential oils give you something a little bit different: an authentic, natural scent. But here's the trade-off: they can fade faster, especially top note oils like citrus or mint. Think of it like this: day 1, your car smells incredible, but by day 7, the scent may be barely noticeable. Some people love that gentle aromatherapy though, while others expect their car to hit them with a fragrance every time they open the door. So which ones are better? Well, it really depends on your customer. If you're serving a natural or wellness audience, essential oils line up perfectly. They want subtle, authentic, and plant-based. But if your customers are looking for bold, luxury-inspired scents that fill the whole car, fragrance oils are going to deliver that most of the time. The key is knowing who you're selling to and building your products around the experience they expect. And by the way, if you're looking for quality jars, wet, wax, or wicks, I've partnered with Makesy, so you can grab supplies directly through my website. I'll leave the link down in the description. And here's the thing: just because something is natural doesn't mean it's automatically safe. Essential oils can actually cause problems if you don't use them in the right way. And when you're selling to real customers, safety and compliance aren't really optional. They protect your business. Both essential oils and fragrance oils fall under IFRA guidelines. That's the International Fragrance Association. They set limits on how much certain ingredients you can use safely in different products. So, for example, oils high in citrus, cinnamon, or clove can be pretty restricted. If you ignore these limits and a customer reacts badly, that's not just a refund, that's liability on your business. Compliance isn't red tape, it's protection. Now, let's get real about skin contact and leakage, because this is where a lot of makers get caught off guard. Car diffusers look simple, but they're still liquid-filled bottles hanging in a moving vehicle. At some point, one's gonna tip, spill, or leak a little through the cap. And if that liquid is undiluted oil, that's where the problems can kind of start. Essential oils are highly concentrated plant chemicals. A drop of peppermint or cinnamon oil straight onto the skin can cause redness, burning, or irritation. Citrus oils can increase photosensitivity, meaning if it gets on your skin and you go out in the sun, you can actually burn faster. And it's not just the skin. That same oil can eat away at plastics, strip varnish, or leave stains in a car's dashboard or console. Fragrance oils aren't immune either. They can irritate skin and surfaces too, but the difference is they usually come with the IFRA guidelines and safety data sheets that tell you exactly how to handle them. With essential oils, you're kind of the formulator. You take on that responsibility yourself. And that's why dilution is so critical. A good diffuser base not only helps the oil wick and last longer, it also reduces the risk if a leak does happen. Bottom line, whether it's essential oils or fragrance oils, always assume a customer is gonna spill it. Protect them and protect your business, by diluting properly, labeling clearly, and warning them not to touch the liquid directly. Now, let's talk about heat, because cars are basically ovens in the summer. On a hot day, the inside of your car can reach up to like 120 degrees or more. And that heat doesn't just make your diffuser smell stronger, it actually changes the chemistry of the oil. Essential oils can oxidize when exposed to heat and light. That means that the scent profile can shift, and in some cases the oil becomes more irritating on the skin if it spills. Citrus oils are notorious for this. Fresh orange, like, it smells amazing, but oxidized orange can smell stale and carry more risk for sensitivities. Fragrance oils are usually more stable because they're engineered with fixatives, but even they'll evaporate faster in extreme heat. And don't forget, both essential oils and fragrance oils are flammable. So no, your car diffuser isn't gonna spontaneously combust, but if a bottle leaks onto a hot surface and someone lights a cigarette nearby, that's not a situation you want your product involved in. This is why proper labeling, flammable, keep away from heat, and open flame isn't just covering yourself, it's a professional practice. So the takeaway: respect the environment these diffusers live in. They're hanging in a car exposed to sunlight and heat. If you design a label with that in mind, your customers will stay safe and your brand will stay protected. So here's the bottom line. Both essential oils and fragrance oils can be safe in your car diffusers, but only if you dilute them properly, follow IFRA guidelines, and label for things like flammability and skin contact. Compliance isn't just paperwork, it protects your customers and it protects your business. Now let's talk about the strength and longevity, because this is the difference your customers will notice the most. Fragrance oils are built for performance. They're carefully blended with top, middle, and base notes, so the scent unfolds over time instead of just blasting and disappearing. That's why a fragrance oil diffuser can still smell rich and balanced after 2, 3, even 4 weeks. Essential oils, on the other hand, are authentic, but they're not balanced the same way. So most are top heavy. Citrus oils, peppermint, eucalyptus, they smell incredible on day 1, but by day 7, the brightness has kind of faded and what's left is a much weaker smell. Heavier oils like patchouli or cedarwood will linger longer, but the scent is flatter and doesn't carry the same way. So instead of getting that even, consistent throw, the scent profile keeps changing as the lighter molecules evaporate first. So here's how that plays out for your customer. With fragrance oils, they expect and get that luxury candle in the car vibe, consistent and powerful. With essential oils, the experience is more like aromatherapy, subtle, fleeting, and natural. Some customers love the gentleness, but others feel disappointed because they expect stronger scent throw for weeks. And don't forget about perception. Nose fatigue kicks in fast. If someone is surrounded by subtle essential oil scent, they may stop noticing it, even though a passenger hopping in the car still can. With fragrance oils, because they're designed to last, customers are less likely to think that the diffuser has quit working. So the real trade-off is this. Fragrance oils deliver boldness and staying power, while essential oils deliver authenticity and a natural experience. The best choice, again, depends on your audience and how you set expectations. So how does this play out in real life? It all comes down to your customer. If you're selling to a wellness crowd, the people who shop clean beauty, love aromatherapy, or want everything plant-based, then essential oils fit their lifestyle. They don't mind a lighter scent, because to them it feels more authentic, more natural, and even more aligned with their values. But if your customer is expecting bold, luxury-inspired fragrance, the kind of scent throw you get from Bath & Body Works candle or designer cologne, then fragrance oils are the way to go. They deliver consistency and that wow factor people expect when they pay for a premium fragrance experience. And here's the mistake I see so many makers make. They don't match their product to their customer. They pour what they personally like, then wonder why sales kind of fall flat. That's why I put together my Candle Makers Academy course. It's 90 plus pages and 10 plus worksheets, it's designed to take you from hobbyist to entrepreneur, with step-by-step guidance on branding, budgeting, and preparing for your first sales. It's typically $147 of value, but right now it's only for $14 for a limited time, because I wanted to collect more testimonials. And if you're part of my YouTube inner circle, you get it completely free. Just email me for the code. The link's in the description. Now, let's talk about money, because this is where a lot of makers get tripped up. Essential oils can get really expensive. Sure, orange and peppermint might be affordable, but oils like rose, jasmine, or sandalwood, you're looking at hundreds of dollars for just like a few ounces. ounces. And on top of that, supply can be inconsistent. One batch may smell slightly different than the next, and prices can spike depending on harvest. Fragrance oils, on the other hand, are consistent, scalable, and usually much cheaper per unit. They're designed to give you the same scent profile every time, which means your customers get the same experience with their every order. And because they're more affordable, your margins stay healthy, which matters when you're trying to build a sustainable business. So the choice isn't just about scent, it's about business model. Essential oils can help you position your products as premium and natural, but they do raise your cost of goods. Fragrance oils let you scale and price competitively without sacrificing scent strength or variety. Either way, it's about making the choice that matches your brand and your profit goals. So, what's the smart way to move forward? A few practical recommendations. First, always dilute. Whether you're working with essential oils or fragrance oils, a proper diffuser base is what makes the product perform and keeps it safe. Second, label everything. Make sure your bottles clearly say flammable, avoid skin contact, and what to do if there's a spill. Now, I know these bottles are little, so if you have a little warning card that comes with it, that also works. Third, educate your customers. Tell them to flip the bottle to refresh the scent, explain that essential oils give a lighter experience while fragrance oils are bolder, and set expectations up front. And then finally, build around your brand. If your vibe is natural wellness, lean into essential oils. If it's luxury lifestyle, go with fragrance oils. Either way, clarity and consistency are what keep customers coming back. So here's the truth. Both essential oils and fragrance oils can work in car diffusers, but the winners in business are the makers who know their audience, test properly, and build with intention. Shortcuts might save $1 today, but they cost you trust tomorrow. So do it right, but you'll build not just products, but a brand people believe in, and that's how you turn a hobby into a business with purpose. All right, so if this video helped you, here's what to do next. First, join my brand new free school community. It's small right now, which means you get direct access to me and other makers as we grow together. The link's in the description. Second, grab my Candle Makers Academy course. Again, value is $147, but today you can get it for just $14 for a limited time while I collect more testimonials. And again, if you're in my Inner Circle membership, it's completely free. Just email me for the code. And third, if you need supplies, I've partnered with Makesy, so you can shop jars, wax, and wicks directly through my website. And finally, if you want to see exactly how to make strong lasting car diffusers step by step, just watch the tutorial I have linked here on the screen. It's one of my old videos if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.